This is Kat Michaels reporting on location for Channel 9 News. With summer approaching, most people are focusing on breaking out their camping gear and buying a new swimming suit. However, with summer also comes the threat of forest fires, and nobody's more aware of that danger than the residents of Grand County. With beetle kills spread throughout the county, the once towering forests have been reduced to rows of brittle brown trees and graveyards of stumps. With these conditions, residents are afraid that their once beautiful county has now been reduced to nothing more than a powder keg waiting for a spark.
We anticipate the fire danger this summer to be high. It all depends on the moisture we get during the summer, but we try and always plan for worst case scenario.
Due to the nature of Grand County's most predominant tree, the lodgepole pine, the worst case scenario could be the most likely scenario.
Lodgepole pine grows in what's called an even age stand, which means that all the trees in the stand are the same age. It's a fire-adapted species which is used to having large catastrophic fires that would take out every tree in the stand.
Because of the way lodgepole pines burn, firefighters focus on containing wildland fires instead of extinguishing them, like structure fires. Along with this different approach comes different equipment.
Fighting wildland fires, unlike what we would call pavement queens in the city, where they're just set up for structure firefighting, and where our apparatus are set up to get more into the backcountry, more into the woods, full-wheel drive, smaller, lightweight, more maneuverable.
To increase the firefighters' maneuverability even more, Grand Lake Fire has a fireboat, which provides access to key but remote areas of the Tri-Lakes district.
Our fireboat, only one in the state of Colorado, as we know, is a 22-foot Boston whaler, and it's set up to transport people to get them to a wildland fire, and it also has a 500-gallon per minute pump.
Even with all the firefighters' sophisticated gear and preparations, the best way to combat forest fire is to prevent them. Even a single spark can cause a catastrophic fire. In 2007, a fire started by teenage boys visiting the Snow Mountain Ranch of the Rockies burned 50 acres in less than 30 minutes. According to Will Tillman, a Grand County logger that helped combat that blaze, fire burns through a forest much like it does a rolled-up newspaper. The fire burns slowly because of the mass of the paper.
That same piece of paper and take it apart and crunch it up and crumble it and stick a lighter to it, it just goes like that. I mean, it's just a flash as opposed to a slow creep. So now the difference is that stuff burns really fast. Okay, it burns itself out. I mean, it's just like newspaper. So it creates ground fires, everything else, and it gets the trees burning. And then when you get one of those burning, it's just the opposite. It's horrible to get put out.
So stay safe this summer and make sure that all campfires and barbecues are put out completely before you leave them. This is Kat Michaels reporting for Channel 9 News.